Welcome to Coins History. Millions are hidden in these rarest buffalo nickels. Don't let someone else cash in on your fortune. Please watch this video completely. Thanks. Top 1. Hey there, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare American coins that could make you insanely rich overnight. Today's episode is not just about any nickel, it's about one of the most talked about and searched for coins in US history, the 1925 American Buffalo nickel from the proof set. That's right, the legendary Buffalo nickel, the coin that carries the wild spirit of America right on its face, and if you've got the right one sitting in your collection or hiding in an old jar of change, you could be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Now, before we go further, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss a single update about coins worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Alright, let's talk about the 1925 Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel. Designed by James O. Fraser, this beautiful coin features a proud Native American profile on one side and a mighty American buffalo on the other, symbolizing strength, freedom, and heritage. But here's where it gets exciting. Most 1925 nickels were struck for circulation and were used daily back in the Roaring Twenties. However, a few extremely rare proof versions were created for collectors, and that's where the magic happens. These proof coins were made using a special minting process that gave them an ultra-sharp detail and mirror-like surface. They were never meant to jingle in pockets or by a cup of coffee. They were designed to shine, literally, and today, they're the stuff of coin collecting dreams. Now, you might be asking, how rare can one little nickel really be? Well, only a tiny handful of 1925 Buffalo nickels in proof condition are known to exist. Over the decades, most were lost, damaged, or mishandled, and that's what makes the surviving few unbelievably valuable today. Collectors and investors go crazy for them because the combination of rarity, beauty, and historical significance drives demand sky high, and if you find one with that deep mirror finish, razor-sharp details, and minimal wear, you've just struck numismatic gold. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. How much is the 1925 Buffalo nickel from the proof set really worth today? Hold your breath, because this little 5-cent piece has been known to fetch between $115,000 and $150,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, a nickel that could change your life forever. So, what should you do next? Go check your coin collections, your old inherited coin boxes, those dusty drawers, even your grandparents' change jars, because who knows? One lucky find could put you in the spotlight of the coin world and fill your wallet beyond your imagination. Remember, coin values depend on condition, rarity, and demand. So if you think you've got a 1925 Buffalo nickel, get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin service. A genuine proof version could be your ticket to a six-figure payday. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning which old US coins are worth big money, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with every coin enthusiast you know. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes open, your change checked, and your dreams of striking it rich alive, because somewhere out there, another 1925 Buffalo nickel is waiting to be found, and it could be yours. Top 2. Imagine finding a tiny coin that could change your life forever. A coin that was once worth just 5 cents, but today, it's worth more than most people make in a year. Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin collectors. Today we're talking about one of the most searched for and desired rare US coins ever minted, the 1934 American Buffalo nickel from the proof set. Now, if you think all nickels look the same, think again, because this one hides a secret that could make you unbelievably rich. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, is a true symbol of American history. Designed by the famous sculptor James O. Fraser, it captures the proud image of a Native American chief on one side and the powerful American bison on the other. It's not just a coin, it's a masterpiece in metal, but here's where it gets interesting. Most 1934 Buffalo nickels were made for everyday use. Millions were struck for circulation. However, a few ultra-rare proof set coins were made under special conditions. These were struck with polished dies on specially prepared planchets, giving them a breathtaking mirror finish and sharp, crisp details. These were not meant for pockets, stores, or jukeboxes. they were made for collectors and dignitaries. But as decades passed, most were lost, mishandled, or melted down, leaving behind just a handful that survived in mint condition, and that tiny handful. Those are the ones collectors would do anything to get their hands on today, because when it comes to the 1934 proof Buffalo nickel, rarity means serious money. Think about it, you could have a coin sitting in a family collection or an old coin jar that looks ordinary but is actually one of the rarest US nickels ever created. Now, let's talk about what makes this specific coin so special. The 1934 Buffalo nickel proof shows stunning detail, the texture of the bison's fur, the sharp strike of the feathers, the deep mirrored background that gleams like glass. It's a piece of history frozen in time, straight from the Great Depression era. Collectors and investors across America are constantly searching for this coin because it's one of those once-in-a-lifetime finds. It's the kind of coin that doesn't just make headlines, it changes bank accounts, but here's the part you've been waiting for. How much is this beauty actually worth today? Hold on to your seat, because the 1934 American Buffalo nickel from the proof set in pristine condition has been known to sell for between $115,000 and $125,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single nickel worth more than a brand new luxury car. So, what should you do right now? Go check your coin collections, those inherited coin boxes, your grandparents' drawers, and every old coin roll you can find. Because if you happen to spot a 1934 Buffalo nickel with that mirror-like shine and perfect detail, you might be holding a six-figure treasure in the palm of your hand. Remember, coin grading is everything. If you think you found one, send it to a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Even a small difference in condition can mean tens of thousands of dollars in value. Collectors across the US are constantly hunting for rare Buffalo nickels, and this year, the search for the 1934 proof nickel is hotter than ever. So if you love finding coins worth big money, and you want to stay updated on the rarest American coins still hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video with every coin lover you know, because who knows? The next six-figure coin discovery might be sitting right in your pocket. Keep hunting, keep dreaming, and remember, sometimes, the smallest coin can hold the biggest fortune. Top 3. Picture this, a small 5-cent coin sitting quietly in a drawer for decades. A coin that millions of people passed by, never realizing it could be the key to a massive fortune. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting, most searched for, and most valuable American nickels of all time, the 1935 Buffalo nickel from the proof set. Now, don't underestimate this little coin. It might look ordinary at first glance, but if you have the right one, you could be sitting on a small piece of metal that's worth a mountain of money. Let's dive into the story behind this rare beauty. The Buffalo nickel, often called the Indian head nickel, is one of the most iconic US coins ever made. Designed by James O. Fraser, it carries a deep sense of American pride, the strong, determined face of a Native American on the front, and the mighty American buffalo on the back. Every curve, every detail, tells a story of America's heritage, strength, and resilience. But here's the twist, not every Buffalo nickel is created equal. The 1935 Buffalo nickel proof set coins are on another level entirely. These weren't just regular mint issues made for circulation. They were struck with extraordinary care, polished dies, hand-selected planchets, and a finish so sharp it could mirror your reflection. These proof coins were crafted in extremely small numbers, reserved for collectors, and never meant to be spent. And that's exactly what makes them so valuable today. Think about it, most of the nickels minted in 1935 went straight into everyday use. They bought groceries, paid for newspapers, rode the bus. But the proof coins? They were rare, protected, and admired. And over the years, only a handful survived in perfect, pristine condition. That's where the treasure lies. When you hold a 1935 Buffalo nickel proof coin, you're holding history, a glimpse of America's Great Depression era, preserved in silver and nickel. Every detail, from the buffalo's textured fur to the fine lines in the chief's hair, tells you this coin is not just old, it's exceptional. Collectors go crazy for these coins because they combine rarity, historical significance, and breathtaking beauty. And let's be honest, it's also about the money. Because when a coin this rare hits the auction block, the bidding gets wild. Imagine the excitement when someone realizes their 5-cent coin is worth more than a luxury car or even a small house. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for, the real reason this coin drives collectors insane. The 1935 American Buffalo nickel from the proof set, in high-grade condition, has sold for between $115,000 and $125,000. Yes, that's right, a single nickel worth more than a brand new Tesla. So here's what you need to do next. Go check every coin collection, every old coin album, every inherited box from your parents or grandparents. Because if one of those coins happens to be a 1935 proof Buffalo nickel, you could be holding a 6-figure jackpot right in your hand. And remember, don't rush to sell it until it's been authenticated and graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. The right grade can mean the difference between a few $1,000s and a life-changing payday. Coin collectors across the US are searching day and night for these hidden treasures. Videos about rare nickels are trending, searches for Buffalo nickel worth money are exploding, and prices are climbing higher every year. So if you're serious about finding coins worth real money, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because I'll be revealing more hidden gems that could make you rich beyond your imagination. Keep hunting, keep dreaming, and always check your change, because that ordinary-looking nickel might just be your golden ticket. Somewhere out there, the next 1935 proof Buffalo nickel is waiting to be discovered, and it could belong to you. Top 4. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about coins that could make you rich in ways you never imagined. Today we're talking about one of the most talked about, most hunted, and most valuable coins in all of US coin history, the 1936 American Buffalo nickel with the D Mint mark, straight from the proof set. Now listen closely, because this story is going to blow your mind. The Buffalo nickel, also called the Indian head nickel, is more than just pocket change, it's a symbol of true American heritage. Designed by the famous sculptor James Earl Fraser, this coin shows the strength, pride, and beauty of early America. On one side, we have that bold Native American profile, and on the other, the majestic American bison, the image of power and endurance. But the year 1936 brought something special. This was the very first year the United States Mint began producing proof Buffalo nickels after a long pause. Proof coins were never meant for everyday spending, they were created with extreme care for collectors, featuring sharp details, glossy finishes, and mirror-like shine. And the few that came out of the Denver Mint, marked with a tiny D, are among the most sought-after treasures in American numismatics. Here's where it gets exciting. Most people don't even realize that a 1936 D Buffalo nickel proof coin exists. These coins were produced in extremely small numbers, and only a handful of examples have survived in high-grade condition. That makes them unbelievably rare, and when rarity meets perfection, the price tag goes through the roof. Imagine opening an old coin album or a dusty proof set from your grandparents' attic and seeing that small D Mint mark. If that coin has a deep mirror finish, crisp detail on the buffalo's fur, and no signs of wear, congratulations, you might just be holding one of the most valuable nickels ever made. The 1936 D proof Buffalo nickel is like the holy grail for collectors. It's not just about the age, it's about the craftsmanship, the design, and the fact that only a handful are known to exist in flawless condition. Each one of these coins tells a story of American history, artistry, and survival through the Great Depression era. Collectors across the country, from New York to California, are constantly looking for this exact coin. Auction houses feature it as a star attraction, and every time one appears, bidding wars break out among serious numismatists and investors. The market for rare US coins is booming, and this one sits right near the top of the list. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. What is this coin actually worth? How much money could a small nickel like this bring you? If your 1936 Buffalo nickel with the D Mint mark comes from a proof set and is in immaculate condition, certified by a top grading company, you might want to sit down for this. Because the value of this coin has been recorded between $115,000 to $125,000. That's right, a single Buffalo nickel could be worth more than a brand new luxury car, a down payment on a house, or even a year's salary for some people. So, if you ever come across a 1936 D Buffalo nickel that shines like a mirror, don't clean it, don't spend it, and definitely don't overlook it. Get it graded, store it safely, and check its authenticity carefully. You could be holding a rare treasure that turns your coin collection into a fortune. That if you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and you want to find out more about hidden gems that might be sitting in your change jar, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover another coin worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next nickel could make you a millionaire. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, your lucky coin could be the next one that changes your life forever. Top 5. Hey there coin lovers and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel that reveals the hidden gold sitting right in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about one of the most stunning and insanely valuable coins ever made by the United States Mint, the 1936 American Buffalo nickel with no mint mark, from the actual proof set. Now listen carefully, because this coin is one that even seasoned collectors dream about. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, was designed by the legendary artist James O. Fraser. It captures the true heart of America, the proud Native American on one side and the mighty American bison on the other. It's a coin that stands for strength, beauty, and history, but what most people don't know is that 1936 was a turning point in the history of the Buffalo nickel. After years of only striking circulation coins, the U.S. Mint brought back proof coins in 1936, coins made with extraordinary care, shining like mirrors, with crisp, detailed designs that regular nickels could never match. These proof coins weren't made for spending. They were made for collectors, and only a few thousand were ever produced. Here's the catch: the 1936 proof Buffalo nickel with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, the Philadelphia Mint didn't use a mint mark at all. That means when you see a 1936 Buffalo nickel without a D or S on it, and it has that brilliant mirror finish, you might just be staring at something incredibly valuable. Imagine the thrill of opening an old coin set passed down through your family and spotting that shining 1936 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark, perfect strike, reflective surface, flawless details. That's not just a coin, that's a piece of history worth a small fortune. Proof coins from 1936 are extremely special because they marked the return of proof coinage after a long break since 1916. The mint used polished dies and carefully prepared planchets to create coins that gleamed like jewelry. Each one was handled with care, struck multiple times to bring out every line, every texture, every curve in Fraser's stunning design. Now, here's where things get even more exciting. The 1936 no mint mark Buffalo nickel from a proof set is one of the rarest coins of its kind. Only a few survive today in top-grade condition, and collectors are willing to pay unbelievable prices for them. When one of these coins appears at auction, it becomes the star of the show. Bidding wars break out, and prices skyrocket. The truth is, there's a huge demand in the United States coin market for high-grade proof nickels, and the 1936 no mint mark Buffalo nickel is at the very top of that list. It's the kind of coin that makes headlines, turns collectors into investors, and transforms small discoveries into massive paydays. Just think about it, a 5-cent piece that's almost 90 years old, and yet it could be worth more than cars, vacations, or even your college tuition. That's why people across the country are checking their coin collections, searching their proof sets, and hoping to find this masterpiece of American minting history. If you ever find one of these coins, do not clean it, do not handle it with bare fingers, and definitely do not spend it. Get it graded by a professional service immediately, because its value depends on condition, shine, and originality. And here comes the moment everyone's been waiting for. The 1936 American Buffalo nickel with no mint mark from the proof set, in perfect condition, has been valued between $115,000 to $125,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single nickel, a tiny piece of metal from 1936, could be worth more than a luxury SUV or a down payment on your dream home. So before you spend that old change sitting in a jar, take a close look. You might be holding the coin that changes your life. If you love learning about coins that can make you rich, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos about rare and valuable American coins worth big money. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, but some have a price tag that can make you a fortune. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next coin you find could be your ticket to a six-figure payday.